Hello guys, welcome to yet another video on my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to avoid account suspension on your website. Now this video is majorly meant for web developers. If you're a web developer, come around and let's see how you could be able to avoid account suspension. One of the major problems we have as web developers is the fact that our website gets suspended over a particular period of time, or when we're developing, or after we've finished developing, I've handed the job over to the client, and maybe along the line the website goes off, and this very ugly screen you're seeing now appears. It's really frustrating. It's really frustrating, and most times we end up having issues with the owners of the website, which is our clients. Now in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can successfully avoid account suspension on your domain or hosting account. Now please stick with me on this video because I'm going to be showing you step-by-step process on how you can do that. Then if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so, because I'm giving you quality tips that will enlighten and show you how you can be able to skate through in the internet and succeed as a web developer. Now let's dive into the business of the day. Okay, welcome back. Now so we're looking at, like I said earlier on, we're looking at how we can be able to avoid account suspension, which is this screen you're seeing on our domain or hosting account. So I'm going to be showing you several tips on how you can be able to avoid it, and I'm going to start with the first and the most important one. Talking about the hosting company. Many of us, we don't know the hosting company to use when hosting our website. There are some hosting companies that has their rules and regulations. They have their rules. There are some I'm not just going to mention in this video because of some factors. I will not just mention them, but there are some companies majorly in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, but majorly in Nigeria, that don't accept or don't allow users to host a particular website with them. For example, they don't allow a user to host an investment or a high yield platform with them, a cryptocurrency platform with them. They don't allow such. So when you head over to such a hosting company and you register, you may not be aware, you register with them and you created your account, you hosted and you uploaded your script and you start building your website. Then along the line your website is being suspended, or after some months your website is being suspended. So you need to know the right hosting company for the right job. Then I'm going to recommend a good hosting company for you, which you can be able to use to host your website and have peace of mind without the fear of account suspension. But we're going to see other factors we're also going to consider. But so the hosting company I'm going to refer to you is Sagacious Tech. Sagacious Tech. It's spelled SAGACIOUSTECK.com. SagaciousTech.com. This is a very good hosting company, one of the best so far. And with this hosting company, you can host any type of website with them without the fear of account suspension, if also you abide by the other rules I'm going to talk to you about. So I've prepared, or I've done a video on how to create an account and place order with Sagacious Tech hosting company. If you need a guide on that, you can check my YouTube channel. You will see most of my videos that covers that. Now, so you can quickly create an account and host your website. So I'm going to be leaving this tab here because I'm going to be using this website in this course to teach and explain how you can be able to avoid account suspension. So having said that, the number 2 point or number 2 consideration you must take note of, in fact, that gives birth to others, is trademark. Trademark. What is trademark? Many a times we tell some persons that please avoid trademark, but they don't know what trademark is. Now let's look at the definition of trademark. What is a trademark? A trademark is a name or symbol that a company uses on its products and that cannot legally be used by another company. That means to say a trademark is a symbol or a name that is owned by a particular company that you are not authorized to use. You are not authorized to use that name. You are not authorized to use that symbol. You are not authorized to use even their content. So most times web developers fail to search and find out if a particular name they are using is a trademark. That is one of the major problems web developers have. They forget to check if a particular domain name or if a particular name of a website they are intending to build is a trademark or not. I'm also going to show you how you can be able to check if a website or a domain name is a trademark or not. Now, the trademark has different branches or has different areas. Number 1 area under trademark is the use of a legal business name. The use of a legal business name, the name of a business. You're using the name of a business. For example, let's talk about you are developing an online banking platform, for example, and for a client, and the client said, okay, I can you just look for a good name for me to use? Or maybe sometimes the client brings names to you, and first of all you need to checkmate this name before you do that, because you are putting yourself at risk as well if you don't look out for trademark. Now, for example, a client comes to you and says, I want to build an online banking platform, and I want you to, the name of the online banking platform is First National Bank Community, right? Or let's say the name of the bank is said is First Community Bank. That sounds really okay. You may not have heard about it before, but okay, First Community Bank, okay, maybe the person just tell you that go and search for First Community Bank if it's available. So one of the major mistake we make is that we just head over to the hosting company and we search for First Community Bank.com. Just look at firstcommunitybank.com. They will click on search, and let's see what the result is. Okay, it's not available. Then let's say First Community Banks. Let's put an S to it. I just want to make sure it's available. Still not available. First Community National Bank. National Banks. Let's see if we get something. Yes, available. Now then we can go over to our client and say, okay, this bank, First Community National Bank, is available, we can use it. That is totally wrong. What you just did is that you have just engaged in what we call trademark. And what is the trademark? The trademark here is the name. Now, what you're supposed to do initially when a client sends you a name to use as your domain name or the name of the website, the first thing you need to do, head over to your Google and search if that name is relating to any other business or any other legal company. So what you just need to do is just to head over to, let's say this is First Community National Bank. Now you just go to Google, search for First, space them, sorry, First Community. Are you seeing the space I'm making? I'm making some space. First Community National Bank. Now let's get the results. Are you seeing it? There are a lot of some of the URL that came up. Now you have the third one, says this one. It says First National Community Bank. Now what you're looking for is First Community National Bank, but there's already a bank that's calls themselves First National Community Bank. That means that this bank here that I highlighted is similar or has the same name with what you are looking for. So that means that if you end up going to buy this domain, add to cart, this bank will definitely get to know about your domain. And how can they get to know about your domain? There are some that employs a lot of staff to check constantly the web to look at similar website that is bearing or that is a trademark. If you are being caught, you are liable to be sued to court. You can be dragged to court, and other legal actions can be taken against you. So to avoid that, avoid using trademark. Now, how do you now search for a name for your business or for your client? For example, your client came to you and gives you a name. Immediately gives you a name. Come over and search on Google and see if that name is relating to any business. Let's look at another example. Now, let's look at an investment platform now, let's look at a courier platform. Your client is into logistics, shipping, and all that, and he wants to build a courier logistic platform, and he or she doesn't even know what to call his business. So he just wants to get ideas from you. So what do I call? Okay, I'm into this, my name is this, but I don't know what to call. I want to go into, I'm new to it, so how do I go about it? Maybe he gives you a name and says the name is Swift Express Courier. Swift Express Courier, for example. Now, first of all, you go to, sometimes, like I said, don't just head over to the hosting company and search for Swift Express Couriers. Let's see if it's available. Swift Express Courier is still not available. Swift Express Courier. Courier, something like this, okay. Swift Express Courier. Now you come over to Google and you search for Swift Express Courier. Let's see what it gives us. We have Swift Express Delivery Service. Look at one already here. We have Swift Express Logistics. We have Swift Express Logistics. Sorry, let's go back. Then we have others like Swift Logistics, Swift Express Logistics, Swift Logistics, Courier Express Delivery, and so forth. Now, when you look at this name, the gravity of trademark is not that much, but still you are having a little trademark. Anybody can bear the word Swift. Anybody can bear the word Swift. So the gravity of trademark, you consider the gravity of the trademark. Make sure when you're dealing with a financial platform, rest assured that you will deep into trademark. But if you are dealing with a platform that is not more or less financial, yes, you can be able to look at the gravity of the trademark, then you can scale through if you want to continue to do that. Now, there is already a Swift Express already, so if you are buying a domain name, for example, you want to give a domain name to a domain suggestion to your client, you can get some initials. Just tell the person to give you a particular name that he or she uses. Let's say the person's name is Sagacious, for example. So you can just type for Sagacious Delivery Services. Let's see if something like that. Okay, now very good. Sagacious Logistics, Sagacity Logistics, Sagacious Shipping and Logistics. Okay, you see this is also a trademark. Sagacious Shipping and Logistics PVT Limited in Mumbai. This is in Mumbai, so they already have shipping. There's another one again, Sagacious Shipping and Logistics Private Limited. This is already a company, so that means you can use Sagacious. So we have to look for something similar. Then we can try SG we can try SG Tech Korea. SG Tech. Okay, so there is no particular company related to Korea, so you just search through. There's no company related to Korea bearing this name. So what we can just do is therefore take this name and search for it if it's available. SG Tech Korea.com. Let's see. Now, first of all, like I said, you have to search for the trademark. Search if a particular company is bearing that name. If there's no company bearing that name, then you can go ahead. But if there's a company bearing that name, look at the company. If the company is registered, and if the company is a financial institution, because financial institutions, the trademark on them is really high, because it's a threat to their financial investment or a threat to their financial analysis for the website. So you can do that. Then you head over to placing your order, adding to cart. Now I've said so much on the name. Then also one other part of trademark is logo. Many a times we just receive logos from our users or our clients. Sometimes we create the logos ourselves. Sometimes clients sends us logo to use or upload to our website. When a client sends you a logo, please go to Google and search if that logo is a trademark. For example, let's say a client sends you a particular logo of, let's say, logo of a business, UBA logo. Let's say, for example, you don't know about this bank called UBA, right? You don't know about this bank called UBA. I just want to make a simple illustration. You don't know about this bank called UBA. Now what you just need to do is, maybe the client sends you this logo and you don't know about it. So what you just need to do is to come over to Google and search using the picture attribute. Using the picture attribute. So just search for Google, then you see this icon, search by image. Click on it, then you can upload your image, the image or the logo that the person sent to you. You can upload it, and once you're done uploading it, it will give you different, if that logo is on the net, it will come up and show you a lot of that same logo. But if the logo is not online, it will not give you any result. Now this UBA logo, you can see that it gave me a lot of logos. You see these persons at the background, and it already tells you that this is a trademark because this logo is already existing on the internet. if you are building a website, you're going to use a logo that is not already existing on the net. And if it's going to be a logo that is existing on the internet, it must be a logo that is not trademark or is not related to any financial institution. It's going to be a logo that is just like a dummy logo, or a logo that is just uploaded on the internet, that is not related to any business entity at all. So that is it on logo trademark. Then as well, using domain closely related to a particular domain. Using domain closely related to a particular domain. For example, we all know that we have a particular bank called First Bank of Nigeria. Now, if you go to this website, you will see the website, the URL for First Bank is firstbanknigeria.com. The URL for First Bank is firstbanknigeria.com. This is the URL. Then a client says to you a URL, I need this domain, buy this domain for me and use it to build a website for me. First of all, check if that URL is related to any legal company. Now, sometimes they will just send you a domain name and just add something to it. Now, this is First Bank. This is First Bank domain name. Now they will just add something funny to it. First Bank Community, First Bank Community Nigeria, or let's say they will just remove something from it and just say First Bank Community or First Community Bank. Now, or First Bank Communities, right? Then let's search for it and see. You see, it says it's available, but this is a trademark. First Bank Communities is related to First Bank. How is it related to First Bank? Because the word First Bank is already a trademark. So buying a domain name closely related to First Bank or closely related to the URL of the main First Bank itself is a trademark. So buying this domain, you definitely buy the domain, it will work, but along the line it will be brought down or it will be suspended because this URL is related to a legal entity or a legal company called what? First Bank. So that is it on domain closely related to a legal company. Then lastly, we're going to look at having a good relationship with your client. Many a times we forget to have good relationship with our clients. There are some certain things that goes on your website that you need to maintain good relationship with your client. For example, there's a particular client I designed a website for in South Africa. He messaged me, I think was it yesterday or this afternoon, that my users' interests are not growing. Please help me to checkmate the process, what is happening inside. Definitely a user must have messaged him and say, sorry, my interest is not rising. What is the problem? What seems to be the problem? My interest is still the same as that 2 days ago till now. It's not rising on a daily basis. So what you need to do as the site owner is to resolve issues with them and make sure that everything goes on well. If a user is having issues trying to withdraw his fund, help them during the process to withdraw their funds. And when they need any assistance, always be there. Let your support team, they should always stand in place to make sure they render help to the users. Because if a user is angry and he feels your platform may not be illegal, your platform may be legal, and maybe you are not available to attend to them at that point in time, they get angry, they can just, out of their frustration, go and report your site. They can just go to the abuse team of your domain registrar and just report it without waiting for your response, or without waiting for what you have to say about the situation. So you must have a good relationship with your clients or with your users in your website, and try as much as possible to resolve every issues with them peacefully, and make sure that the users see the need to always come back to patronize you. So that is all on how to avoid account suspension. In my next series, I'm going to show you or throw more light on how you can also avoid this in further details. So till I come again, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done that. Like and follow me so that you can get more of these videos. If you don't know how to subscribe, the subscription button is that bell icon below this video. Just click on it, you subscribe to it, then you can be able to get notified whenever I post a new video. So stay tuned.